to the Lifestyle-Based Teachers Lunch Break Lessons, where we take a break from the busy and learn how to better manage our time so we can leave work at work.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about the end of the year. I want to say, don't start packing your classroom until you watch this, because really the truth is that packing your classroom is not supposed to happen during the week after students leave. Okay, so for those of you who have been packing the week after school students leave, totally fine. I get it. I did it too. But this end of the year teacher checklist I'm going to talk about today is going to help you to complete tasks completely incognito, which will leave you duty free by the time that final bell rings. So grab your notepad and your favorite pen, because this ultimate end of the year teacher checklist is going to blow your mind. And because I'm always looking for ways to help teachers build a better lifestyle, hello, enjoying all of your summer while managing teaching tasks in less time, you can also find the ultimate end of the year teacher checklist with the 3 must-dos we're talking about today on the Lifestyle Based Teacher blog. Find the link below in the description. Okay. So I know that the end of the year is overwhelming for a lot of teachers, including myself. But sometimes we feel like it's just nice to wait until the kids leave and then we can start to get things packed up for summer. But there are 2 problems there. One, you're not honoring your own time, and 2, you're not getting paid for it. So, how do we tie up loose ends and prepare for a successful end of year while students are still in the classroom? Well, I'm really glad you're here today, because we are going to talk exactly about that. I get it. I'm in the classroom too, and there are so many things to think about. My head is completely spinning, but I still have curriculum to teach, and so do you. So it makes it very challenging to try to think about packing up next year, all the things, when you have things to do. That's why having a checklist to help you remember what you need to do to prepare your classroom, not only for summer, but also to set yourself up for success the following year, is really essential. Before we dive right into those 3 must do's for this ultimate end of year teacher checklist that I have for you today, I really want to just quickly introduce myself. So, hey everyone, I'm Jessica. I am an outdoor loving mama of a spunky 4-year-old boy who took my teaching career from burnt out and actually leaving the profession to currently living my best life outside the classroom, and now creating more impact inside the classroom in just 3 years. And I have truly made it my mission to help teachers like yourself build a better lifestyle while managing your teaching tasks in less time. It really wasn't that long ago that I was in your shoes, just a few years, where I was spending time after the final bell to organize, to sort, to clean my classroom. And yes, it was easier to do without students, but hey, it's also easier to clean my house when my husband and son aren't there. I'm not always able to do that, but my time is valuable. So if you're anything like me and you want to start your summer as soon as possible, today I'm going to share with you how the following end of year items can really be broken down into 3 must do's to help you enjoy your summer sooner. So we're going to start with number 1, which is organizing from the inside out. I think too often teachers feel that the cleaning, the packing up of the classroom, all those tasks that go with it require the posters to come right off the walls, the desks to be stacked up. But the thing is, the reality is that teachers can start to-dos before that cleaning starts. Some things you can start to organize from the inside out, actually 3 to 4 weeks before the end of the year. Here they are: finishing assessments, right? Both district and classroom assessments. And then stepping into completing that end of year grading and getting a jump start on entering your grades into the grade book, so you don't have to wait till the very end and have all that grading stress. You can also prepare notes, have conversations with colleagues about upcoming classes. This one I love: do a digital clean out. Declutter your inbox. move any data, photos from the year into an archive folder, and clean up your desktop. Then organize all of those folders. Here's a pro tip, which I really love and I don't always think about, is to create and save digital copies of essential lesson plans, because realistically, you never know what can happen over the summer with your laptop, and you really don't want to lose your stuff, especially the things that you love to teach. With that, you can organize the cabinets and closets. People don't see that. They won't know that it's happening, but it needs to get done. So starting with these tasks as your end of the year tasks 3 to 4 weeks out can help you to get a jump on enjoying your summer sooner without other people noticing. All right, number 2, the actual cleaning of the classroom. 2 to 3 weeks before the last day of school, you can start to clean and organize your classroom. I like to start with purging what you don't need and disposing of any outdated materials such as old assignments, old decorations. Maybe you're going to change your theme next year. You don't need it anymore, right? Also, taking things that don't belong to you back to where they belong. Think of library books, games you borrowed from another teacher, other things like that. Then you're going to want to label and pack everything, organizing things into Rubbermaid bins if possible. Here's a pro tip on that organizing is to take photographs of the cabinets, the walls, classroom areas that you liked, that worked well, students could work independently in them, and then put them on the Rubbermaid bin for the following year. So when you unpack, you know exactly how you want it because you'll remember with the photograph. All right. Also, plan a pack day or clean day with your students to clean their desks, all of the things, right? Here's another pro tip. Send those books home in increments so that you don't have to have them carrying this ginormous backpack at the last day. All right, now it's time to actually take things off the walls. Clear the walls. I'm going to make a note here on this one is to wait as long as possible to do this, because when the decor goes down, it really changes the mood in the classroom. Like it may give the students this all clear to bring out their schools out attitude and make it more challenging to finish the things you need to finish in your curriculum. All right, let's step into the number 3 must do. So we had organizing from the inside out, cleaning the classroom, and the final bit is to plan in advance. So 1 week before the last day of school, you can reflect on the year and plan for the following year. So we're setting you up for success here. Go ahead and celebrate with your students. Do some fun end of the year activities. Remember the good things, reflect on the year, and then complete your own end of year self-reflection. Think about what went well. Think about what didn't went well. And then when you're cleaning up, remember that labeling thing from the classroom, have a back to school bin so that when you come across anything you need for the first week of school, pop it in the tub. Then you have it. It's there when you need it. Also, think about ordering your new planner so it's ready when you get back to school. You can even prepare your Meet the Teacher info in advance. And as a pro tip here, go ahead and make copies of your first few days. If you know you always have certain activities that you do in the first few days of school, then put them in a file and label them for the first week of school. Go ahead and say goodbye to students and colleagues and really plan to stay in touch over the summer. As the school year ends, teachers need to take some time to wrap up loose ends and prepare for a successful end of the year. This end of year checklist provides a helpful guide to ensure that teachers are able to complete all the things that they need to do before the final bell rings. If you'd like to find more and get more in depth on this end of year checklist, you can find the ultimate end of year teacher checklist with the 3 must do's to enjoy your summer sooner on the blog. Find the link in the description.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more helpful tips on how to build a better lifestyle as a teacher.